Okay, can you hear me now?
I can hear you and I can see you.
Oh, great, great. Okay. Well, I guess we can get started then, right?
Yes. Well, actually, it's 6:29, so if you want to
Oh,
wait.
we got a minute. Okay. I'm not ready. Ready with no Coke?
It's only cold if you think it is.
Oh, it's freezing.
You want to know what we say on the farm?
Well,
There's no such thing as bad weather, just bad clothing.
what we say in the city is there's no such thing as bad weather, just ugly clothing.
Well done.
How are you today?
Okay, how are you?
Oh, okay.
What's happening these days?
Oh, nothing. I just left the freezing cold Monica Goods protest.
How'd it go?
Well, the word would be so cold outside. A good number of people didn't show up.
Hmm.
They were, I had to leave them. They were still there.
Mhm.
Okay.
I just think it's weird that we're having a thing tomorrow night about Tyree Nichols.
And we haven't even discussed Monica.
Yeah, so I hope that'll come up tomorrow night.
Yeah. Well, 6:30, I think it's just gonna be the two of us with Miles and Rose, so.
But don't we have to have a majority of people here?
No, I don't think so. We don't vote on it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so why don't we get started? You ready, Alicia? Elisa?
Yeah, I'm all set.
Okay. Okay, so today is January 31st, 2023. This public hearing has been called by the Laws and Rules Committee of the City of Kingston, New York, regarding the rezoning of 25 Dederisk Street. And so we're going to call the meeting to order at 6:31. And in attendance, it's myself, Rita Worthington, on Fourth Ward, and also
Oh, Scott.
Alderman Scott Childress, Ward 3, and Scott Dutton is here. I don't think there's anyone attending virtually, is there?
No, there's not.
Okay. All right, so why don't we go ahead and get started? So I'm assuming you're here, Scott, for to speak to us?
I'm here to answer any questions if there are any for CPW,
Okay.
the rezoning.
Yeah, that's the only thing that we're doing.
That's all we're doing tonight.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I have nothing new to add, but there are, not knowing if there would be questions, I thought it would be prudent to show up.
Okay, well, we don't have any speakers attending virtually, so we'll just wait a little bit for a little while, just in case somebody comes on. And then we'll move from there. Is that okay?
Was
Sounds
any-
good on my end.
Was any written comment received?
I have not received any written comments.
Great.
Get cards. Play cards?
Do we want to play cards? I didn't bring any.
Do you have any cards?
I do not. But I'm wondering if you clearly don't have a quorum.
I don't believe we need one though.
You don't need a quorum for a public hearing.
No.
So the action would be reviewed at the next Laws and Rules Committee, I would assume? Or be the referral to the full council?
Because you previously came to Laws and Rules.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh, right, it came back to me now, you had approved it contingent on no,
The public hearing.
right, so given that there's no interest and no controversy, will we be on the next common council?
Yes.
Full council agenda?
Mhm.
Do you know what that date is off the top of your head?
Well, February 8th
At that Monday, February,
for the 7th. Sorry, 7th, February 7th. Because we passed it, right?
we did, we
Yeah.
passed it at the committee. Yeah, so we'll go before the full council.
Do you think there's any reason that we should plan to attend or? Okay. It's fantastic. So assuming that you have a quorum on the 7th, we can resume our appearances before the planning board. Just get site plan review underway.
Yeah, we'll have a quorum on the 7th.
Because that's the full council, that's the council, common council meeting on the 7th.
Yeah.
The night before that is caucus.
If anybody has any issues, they would let us know on the night before on Monday night.
Great,
So we'd have time to get in touch with you.
okay.
I can't imagine,
Yeah.
I can't either,
don't
but,
see any
you know,
issues.
unless somebody has a secret hatred of photography, we don't know about.
Hello,
You know, because you've been around long enough, you've seen just about everything.
you always expect the worst, right?
Or the craziest.
Well, or if there's a question, to lose a month, because you weren't there, so.
Sure.
um,
It's about, water wells.
My summer's sitting there getting cold. I got confused because when Andrea said that the council meeting was canceled, I thought that meant we didn't have to come over here.
You probably did.
But I texted her and said, do I need to be there? And she said, yes. Be
For
here.
tonight?
Yeah, for this.
Oh, you know what, I think last time we had spoken, when the committee calls a public hearing, they want the committee to be there.
Hmm.
I guess, it makes sense, but I'm thinking there's no action taken.
Right? Yeah.
We here tomorrow?
Yeah.
Is this one of those cameras that recognizes when someone's speaking and turns to it?
If you have it on that setting, yeah. So, but it's, I mean, it has a limitation. It's not gonna come and see me.
Yeah, I don't know who's moving the camera, because it moves, right?
Yeah. One of our clients, tenants just
What
installed.
are you doing? Good, good.
Good evening.
What are you good? You need me to hang?
No, nobody showed up. They don't like
We're
us.
okay.
You don't look like a very rowdy bunch, I think. You're no fun. Enjoy your night, everyone, take care.
Thanks, you
Good
too.
We have a large conference room for them, and their IT department was installing a thing called the Owl.
Hmm.
It's a little device that sits in the middle of the table.
Mhm.
And when somebody's speaking, the owl turns
Mm.
and points the camera at the person speaking. And then if somebody else speaks, then the owl turns and looks at the person. It's pretty fascinating.
But what happens if somebody starts a side conversation? Is there a side owl that
I don't know. Well, they had two of them. Conference room table a little bit larger than this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the person that's speaking, like, no one else would be able to speak then, right? It would confuse the owl.
I don't know, I haven't seen it in person, but it's a fascinating concept, so.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking of when you're doing the Facebook thing and there's a chat on the side. And I run a big meeting down at my school and I had to ban people from using the chat because it just got too confusing. Some people were like having these side conversations. So the people actually talking didn't know what was going on because the people typing over here. So I mean, this thing actually sounds like it could be good because then you could say absolutely no side conversations because, you know, this thing's gonna be confused.
Yeah, I'm curious to see it in action, but they call it the owl.
Let's get Kyle to get us one. Oh, look, see it moved.
Yeah, so if it picks up your voice, I think it moves to you.
Yeah, if we have it on that one setting, there's the one that's the, just, you know, just captures the whole room.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the temperature dropped today. I think we've been so spoiled, at least I've been so spoiled that I almost couldn't handle it this night today.
Wait till Friday night.
It's gonna be colder.
It's supposed to get down like way below zero.
Oh.
At least to zero, which is weird because that's later in the month than usual. Usually that like first or second week of January.
January, yeah, it's like the coldest. It's been mild.
Yeah, so Friday night, 5 degrees, Saturday, I think it's gonna be Friday night into Saturday. We got 1 degree for the low on Saturday.
It has to be good for the budget for the city, right?
Yeah,
No
No
snow.
overtime,
Yeah,
and
so
not spending money on all that salt, yeah. All those chemicals. Which will balance all the money we're spending on fuel. Because those prices have gone up crazy. Huh. And by the time we get precipitation next week, the temperature's gonna be high enough that it won't be snow. It's almost like there's something going on with the whole planet.
right, the places that aren't supposed to be getting snow is getting it, and we're not getting it.
It's weird, I'm just suspicious. What could possibly explain this?
Really? Not climate change, you know. There's no climate change.
No, that's caused by dinosaurs, and we don't have any dinosaurs. Right? That's my understanding.
there's a minimum amount of time that you need to keep the public hearing open.
There's no speakers, 15 minutes or so, we'll do it, yeah.
Yeah, it's unlikely on this issue.
If it won't offend you, then I will.
Mosey on
Feel
out.
free.
Well, thanks for stopping in.
You never know, there might have been a question. Okay, thank you.
All right,
Good night.
take care.
Appreciate your support on this.
Yes. So with the Kingston Housing Authority, so we're thinking, we're gonna be in the process of renovating Stuyvesant Charter. And one of the things we're looking at doing is changing the name because Stuyvesant is Peter Stuyvesant, who was a slaveholder and anti-Semite.
I did not know that.
And so we're looking at changing the name to honor Leonard and Vera Van Dyke.
Really? Okay, nice. How's that work? Is that the board's decision or does it have to go through? Okay, just.
Yeah. And apparently it shouldn't be a big deal. But just, we've been looking at down in New Paltz, we changed a bunch of names of buildings, right, because they were named after slaveholders. So,
Nice.
yeah, and it's also, this is the 70th anniversary of Kingston Housing Authority, so we're gonna have like a shindig. We invite folks to celebrate that milestone.
Wow. Okay. Okay, well, there being no speakers, no one has come on virtually, have they? Elisa?
No, they have not.
Okay, well, there being no speakers, I'm going to close this public hearing at 6:45 PM. And we stand adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alyssa. I'm good.